Hi, my amazing planner people. It's Jess from My Magical Planner, and today I'm going to be evaluating my current planner system and sharing with you the changes I'm going to be making in 2023 and the planners I'll be using then. So let's just kind of get into this. We'll start with the Hobonichi cousin. Let's just kind of flip through it, and I will tell you the things that worked and the things that didn't work, and you can kind of see for yourself. So I am going to bring up the cover. I love this cover. It is a Moterm cover, so it is leather. It is, I think, my second year using it, so I decided I was going to replace it this year, but I may end up going back to it because I love it so much. Just putting that out there. But here's my AVAC, the second half of the year at least. So, which brings me into my first thing, the half-year split. I'm divided on this, to be honest, because I like the slimmer volume size. I like being able to start mid-year without all that bulk of the first part of the year there. But I did not feel that this was particularly useful for me to restart all of my goals, it felt like, in the middle of the year for planning. And it just, I feel like a mid-year check-in is good, but a whole, like, redoing this whole space felt overwhelming to me in some aspects. So I didn't like that. Then we have the index pages. As you can see, I have not really used these. This is something I am trying to figure out how to make these useful for me, but I haven't gotten there yet. Then we have the monthly pages. These I've actually really enjoyed. I feel that they give me a nice chance to plot out what videos I want to do and where they are. I still have an opportunity to decorate them. And now that I've kind of honed in on the style I really like in here, it's even better. So I say this part works really well for me because I'm not trying to fit in a million different things. This is just my content. It means it's YouTube videos and it's Instagram, realistically speaking. So this is working. Let's go on to weekly pages. This is also working pretty well overall for me. So this is this week. I actually haven't wrote things down here. I should have. But I think overall this has been really great for me to see the bigger picture, narrow it down some. These are what I need to get done this week. Here are some changes I need to make. And that part has been really good. And then going to the back. So this area has been kind of a flux area. I've tried a few different things, and I think I'm going to continue to treat it that way, where there are going to be days where I'm making myself notes about different things that I think could be interesting, or I'm planning out videos, or I'm planning out, what I need to do that day. Oh, this was a schedule for that day for a conference, that kind of thing. So I do really like, overall, I'll say the layout. What I don't like about the layout is that there are spots that I can't read, and these ones aren't too bad. But as you get back into the dailies, you have all these pages with a large portion here that I can't read, and it feels like wasted space. And because it is in red, red is always harder to cover up, and so it bleeds through more things, I feel like. So it just sticks out more and it's harder to cover, so I don't like it as much. I like everything else about the planner except for that portion. And here are the timetables. Yes, I didn't use them. I never figured that out, and I never graphed anything. Next year. I didn't do much. Like, I did some of these in the first half of the year. It just didn't carry over. And then you have pages, like full pages of text that I can't read. So I feel like these are a little wasted on me. Yes, I can do things to put other things there. It adds bulk to the planner. It doesn't, I don't know, fit very well. And at the end of the day, they just really feel like wasted pages. I could rip them out, but my heart can't handle damaging a book like that, so they just stay here. And In the first half of the year, I think I covered them up with washi and tried to do some other things with them, but it just made the pages feel so stiff that I didn't like it. So overall, this is a win for me. I really like it. So I'm going to keep it for the most part with a few little tweaks. I kind of already said that I got a new cover. And some of you may have already seen this because I did do an unboxing for it, but I am going to be using the Hobonichi Cousin again this year. Only this time I have the English version because they just came out with that. Unfortunately, they don't have an AVAC, which meant I got the full year, which maybe I'm going to like better because I'm not going to have that mid-year restart. For the most part, things are pretty much the same. Like I believe this area is a little bigger. So you're starting to see stickers that say they're only for the Japanese version. I'm sure English versions will come out. I do like that I can now read everything down here. And I'm not positive, but I think some of the colors that we use are a little different. The paper overall, because there was a slight difference, I think, in paper with the Tomo River paper. And overall, I'll say it's not quite as silky as the old paper, but I think I'm going to be overall okay with it. I haven't tested it, obviously, with any of my pens yet. That wasn't really an issue for me this last year. I did have some smudging stuff, but I worked around it. It wasn't like a showstopper for me. And at the back of this one now, instead of those wasted pages, or what I felt like were wasted pages, so I still get my timetable stuff, I still get my graph, I still get my favorites, and they changed the format of this so you have more room to write, which I actually find more useful, and a place to put a title. I'm looking forward to that. And then you have actual text that you can read, which I think is really amazing. I may do an ASMR where I just read the text on this because I think it might be funny. And then you have words to remember, but you can use these boxes for really anything you want. I think I'm going to do big memories for each month is my general thought. You have a 365 habit tracker here, and then a gifts page, an address page, and of course, your information page. So really not a huge change, just some subtle changes that I think are going to make it work better for me. And I think I'm only going to learn to love this planner more and more as time goes on because it's such a functional planner, but yet allows you to have so much creativity. So that's going to stay as my content planner. Now for my catch-all planner. So this is a Harriet Wright Designs 7x9 planner. It's extremely similar to an Erin Condren, only it's like a blank slate. So you just have, hold on, let me get to a blank page here somewhere. I have blank pages. I know I do. So your overall spread just looks like this. You have a column for your notes. You have a column for each day. There's a little space in between to add some separation. You have a monthly view for each month, and you have a dashboard view. I love this format overall. I think it's amazing. What I don't love is this. The fact that it is like bulging there and not really fitting on my rings very well. Now, if you watched my video from last year where I went through how to pick your planners and the things that are important to you because no planner is going to be perfect, I said I was never going to get rid of my rings because I love the aspect of how easy they are to turn. However, with as much decorating as I did this year, which is more than I've ever previously done, I don't like, I don't know if I can really show this to you, that my cover does that. It feels unprotected. And besides that, when I'm trying to write in here, it feels so lopsided at times, and you can feel the stickers underneath. So that's a big issue for me, actually, and is going to make some major changes for this coming year. That being said, I love the paper. It's easy to move stickers on. I love the layout. I love the feel of the planner. I occasionally wish there were dates, but at the same time. You've got to pick your battles, right? At one point, I'm going to be able to put down the correct dates for things. It's my dyslexic brain. It like gets confused at the weirdest things. Anyhow, so I think overall this planner has worked for me. I just wish that there were things like the binding that was a little bit different. So here is what I planned to do for this coming year. Aura Estelle came out with a Disney planner, and I love Disney. So, well, it's not a planner, it's a planner cover. So it's just the binder portion, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is going to be a great way to protect everything. I actually kind of think it's cool that we have these rubber bands in here, so I could have like a notebook or something in there if I wanted to as well. So this is going to be the cover, and no, I haven't put the inserts in yet. So what I did is I went onto Harriet Wright's page and I bought the inserts. So I have the same planner, just without the binding. So I can pop this into there, and I'm also thinking, and yes, this was part of the reason why I said I needed to stay on a binding like the spiral, is so I couldn't add things in. Yeah. I have a feeling this year we're going to be doing some inserts. I am running across some issues of finding places that have this configuration, because I have the A5 wide, which is what I want, because I want to stay with that width, that have inserts that are for the A5 wide and not for an A5, because there's a little bit of difference there. But that is the plan. I will be doing a setup video where I set all of this up and everything, but I'm still waiting for a few things to come in to be able to do that with you guys. So that's the general thoughts on everything. Let me know down below what you guys are doing for your planners. I'd love to hear. And until next time, I'll see you guys real soon.